was talking to a buddy the other day, and he was explaining that he'd like to try fishing for the first time and had never been. So I said, okay, we'll go. I'd be happy to teach you. So he said, I don't even know how a fishing pole works. And I was like, yeah, a lot of people don't. Just go on YouTube and search how a fishing pole works, and I'm sure you'll find a video that's going to help you out there. We part ways. He calls me about an hour after I had just seen him. He says, yeah, man, there's no videos on YouTube about how a fishing pole works. I said, there's no videos? It's not in there. No videos. All right, so I'm going to make a YouTube video about how a fishing pole works. And I just happen to have with me a fishing pole. In fact, I always have with me a fishing pole, but that's irrelevant right now. This is a little Microlite Plus. It's a Bass Pro Shops brand. I have no idea who manufactures it for them. Most fishing rods don't bend like that. Anyway, how a fishing rod works, it has 3 distinct systems that all work together to bring a fish to heel. First system, the one that's the most obvious, is the bend of the rod. Not only does the bend and the flex of this rod store energy so that you can cast a lure more efficiently at a farther distance, fishing rod absorbs the shock and the weight of the fish to stop your fishing line from snapping. If you keep a steady bend in your rod while you're fighting a fish, that pressure will help it tire the fish out faster. The second system in your fishing pole that helps get that fish up to the dock, so to speak, is the stretch of your fishing line. Monofilament line like this is a 4-pound test. This line stretches significantly over its length, meaning the more line that is out, the longer it can stretch. It's its own type of shock absorber. If you use a fishing line that doesn't stretch, the other 2 systems have to work harder. The third system is the drag on your fishing reel. It gives just enough so that your line doesn't break and so that your rod doesn't break. Inside your fishing reel, there are a system of washers. They're designed to slip against one another so that when the strength of the line is exceeded, the drag of the reel will make up for the lack of strength in that line, so to speak, and allow more line to come off of the reel without you having to manually open the reel and allow more line to escape. So let's say you're fishing with 4-pound test. You kind of want this drag to be around the neighborhood of 3.5, 3 pounds, something like that. And this way your line is guaranteed not to break. You won't lose the fish. And after the fish tires himself out pulling that drag, you can, of course, regain your line and bring him back in. So those are your 3 main systems: the bend of the rod, the stretch of the fishing line, and the pull of the drag. Let's talk a little bit about nomenclature. That's the butt of the reel. That's your fishing reel. That's your forward grip. And in a lot of cases, this is also the part that screws down onto the reel to hold it in place, the reel seat, okay? This is your rod itself. Just the rod is called a rod blank. And these are known as guides, okay? It's your fishing line runs through those guides. They're also called eyelets in certain circles. As your rod tip, this is your monofilament, your fishing line. And then at the end of your line is what you call terminal tackle. Whether it's a hook and a piece of bait, whether it's a little lure. Each individual part on this rod comes in 1,000 different variations. And of course, there's no way to cover all that stuff here. But in later videos, I will go over different types of fishing rods, different types of fishing lines, different types of fishing reels. Let's just say Carson's a 125-pound tuna. 125-pound tuna, I'm setting a hook! Ah! Yeah! Oh, look at him run, he's running! Oh. Bend of the rod, stretch of the line. See that drag squealing? Oh, he's run his course. Get out there and go catch you a fish.